the enemy. You the enemy again. Don't worry about it. You going back on mute. Don't worry about it. What are you saying about left hand? What are you saying? Okay. She always say, you could say, what D? This D. That's what I mean. This still got you trying to cool it off. Trying to stop from cutting off. I told him he need to just go ahead and break down this buy another one. This nigga tripping. And that shit still ain't gonna help. Still gonna cut off.
Over 500 and we're underway.
They were playing with us for a little bit before
this will be taken in
cut out. I was surprised.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Where's the tap? 19! Choose the mic. I'm coming out. 31!
Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
52, Mike 52. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 52.
Out of the gun, Watson. Throw caught here by Bird. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Set. 19. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten. 55. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Watch the slant. No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. The pass complete. It's Bird. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I'm not nothing. Don't worry about it.
In your face. 59. 52's the mic. Mike 52.
On first and 10, Watson. Green brings it in. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Let's go. Mike 34, Mike 34. Come on, D.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check 13.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Bridgewater. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now it's Watson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here.
Now Watson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
It's Jay.
Watch switch. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52 is the mic. Here we go. 26. 2. Come to our world. We won't have enough.
On 3rd down, Watson. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
Everybody, man, Taylor made goddamn
Twinkie,
What's up?
Losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch the pass.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Get your swarm on. Check 43. Hey, 59.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Watson on third down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And Lutz puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. Bridgewater to throw it. And a throw right sideline is complete. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now Bridgewater. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Bridgewater now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Parker the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. After the run, Watson going to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
No, check that. We want Mike 52.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Cooper's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time. First
out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Niners' 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. I'm coming after you.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 56. Mike 56.
They'll try the air now with Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 3 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. What's good on the extra point? And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is taken in. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Amari Cooper, 76 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Hey, I know I heard him on the mic there. Nigga, you talking.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I ain't seen that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time.
Here's McCaffrey, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Mike 52. Mike 52. Oh, you got deep? Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 52. Mike 52. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. He's got a man. Complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. off of play action. It's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let this go end zone for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All right, man. I'm fully focused, man. I have to get out there that pep talk, man.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Have to get that pep talk, man. Keep our spirits up. You know, it is. You know, because you know how women are. They're very emotional creatures. Sorry, Taylor, man. You know, when they when you give them like love and affection and like say words to them,
they'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third.
Right, Taylor, man.
Was that supposed to be deep, Jay?
Yeah, it's supposed to be deep. Okay. When women like hear words,
they held him to a short game.
You know,
The Jaguars
every
on
word
third
we
down.
say
They've
is
converted
important.
4 times out of 6.
It's
Now,
a
this will be
focus.
third
Nah,
and 5.
it's a focus point on y'all life. So, you know, if we say fuck y'all be like, oh, and like
No.
life would just be changed. You know, if I tell Bobby fuck you, he'd be like, all right, bitch.
Watson now to throw.
He's like, I don't give a fuck, nigga, fuck you.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
So, you know, it's
I don't know. Maybe I'm just a special breed, but I don't take offense to that because I say that shit all the
And the
time.
Jaguars are able to widen their
maybe
lead.
just saying,
So
damn,
on
fool,
third
what
and
the fuck
medium,
play
they
you
dial
running?
up the pass, and it works to
Oh,
hit
that
the
nigga all
end
out
zone.
blitz, man. He tried to press down and
To me, that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Emmanuel Agba able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw, Bridgewater. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Well,
Here's a
man,
throw
can't
out
lose
wide
this
complete
nigga.
to
You know
his
if you
running
lose
back
to him, he
right
gonna shut up.
side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked
Well,
like
he only
it.
died in
Here
his
come
time
the
being
flags.
real quiet right now.
And now it's first and
Damn,
10.
face
A
man.
big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep
Oh,
ball
what the hell is that?
that is thrown
Oh,
downfield.
one hand.
And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually,
Just
that
let you
becomes
know
man
he
on
wasn't running
man,
a couple
and you
feet
got
on
to
that
trust
play.
yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete.
And Twiggy got
He's
the
out of bounds, but
disguise.
not before he's inside the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice
I don't
time.
even know who that was.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't
Miami?
take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute
nigga,
offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Then the nigga who,
Throwing
what's that
there,
nigga
but
name?
this pass is
Mike
gonna wind up
Thomas is
incomplete.
going there.
That one was intended for John Brown.
Oh, that nigga.
And that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn
This is
right.
why I
They
left.
did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete
got
pass on
cheese,
first down. That
cheese
leads
from-
to a 2nd and 10.
After I told you, I gave it to like
again, it's
Daniel
Bridgewater.
Tebow, and
He's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Elliott good on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Bold words. Are you
Not a bad
prepared?
return here. He gets it out to the
Back that up.
25-yard line.
No. Hey. Don't do it to him.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I know Team gonna pull out all his best plays for this last drive. This might be his last drive.
2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that
Good game, why you ain't talking?
Really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent game.
So Bobby got a mute.
And keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this
I'm
all
watching.
the way before
I'm here, I'm
snapping it
watching.
on 2nd down.
Choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, 59. 59. Out.
Watson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their
I think
chances
you
of
hitting
trying
that
to win this
R2
game.
down.
I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to
R2
let them continue
down
to
or
get
L2
first
down.
downs and eat away at the clock.
You blitzing. You whole team blitzing.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Oh my
Look
God.
at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Oh, user.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know
I
that.
guarantee.
But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big
You
play.
got the guarantee.
And the way the defense
You
was
got a guarantee?
dominating, that's exactly what we got.
I don't think Team got a
And nice
guarantee.
work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Chicken egg.
To start their next drive, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them
It
returning
made
that for a
you join
touchdown. This
and watch
offense
Bobby
right
and
back
Twinkie
out on
battle
the
it
field
out.
to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't
watch
give them a chance to go to the
Twinkie,
bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of
Bobby
seethe
battle it
over
out.
the idea that they turned the ball.
Oh yeah, they were doing it earlier, but
Right
then
back out there, it's almost like
something happened
hopping
to the
right back on the bike after falling
Oh,
over.
damn.
See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Right 52. Right 52.
Sacrifice
Now
the
this
real
time
goal.
he'll look to throw.
He said, Madden God,
Looking for his
please cut
tight
this
end on the
game
corner.
out.
It's complete. 16 yards that time on the
I
pickup for
feel
the
pain.
Jags and a
The
first down.
finest in blood.
Watson now 13 out of
Okay,
17
good pass.
throwing the
Good
ball.
pass.
He's got a
That's good
first
pass.
down.
That's
Here's
my play.
Watson. And an alley to
That's a good play
run.
right there.
Nice work to get
Good play, good
7
play.
out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he
Take
slides
off.
down
Take
and
slide.
avoids the hit for good measure.
8 yards, 7, 8 yards. Okay.
Pick it up. Hey, Mike 52.
That's a
Mike
strong
52.
run.
Hey, back to the mic. Mike back
That's
to
solid,
Mike
man.
back to.
Moving up, moving chains. Easy field position.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh Lord, this nigga did it again. Oh man, you out of all the buttons, this nigga had 4 options. At the oh, I can't play with Twiggy, man. This nigga had 4 options
from the 34
and gave it to that.
First and 10.
4. Oh shit!
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome
Taylor,
you
man,
back.
it's like telling you to pick a color that's not dark out of fucking white, pink, and yellow. This nigga picked black. What you doing right
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
Hey, goddamn.
About 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Nigga, Twiggy. That's 2 times. You could have won. Could have been game.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52.
Watson now to throw.
Let him know.
Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots this stage of the game where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
I think you love a Carolina Panthers player on the goddamn team, I swear. You might do this to be a Panthers fan.
Come off the ball. 52, Mike 52. I got you, son. I got you. You're almost.
They'll look to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Mike, what's that? Danny.
Back to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Uh-oh.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal.
You'll at least get a field goal. I mean,
huge factor. They'll be watching that
20 seconds all timeout.
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Cooper was the target there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I don't know if you should have took one of them 2 middle niggas, man. Took that shit. You would have had a blocker in front of you for real shit.
Bridgewater to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
I'll be so upset.
Oh, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? What the hell is this? What the hell is? What the fuck is that?
Good game. That happened the first. That happened the first game. It was 7-0. It was 7-0 his way, and we went into the second. Was going to go into the second half, and then it did that. So we decided to play from again. Good game though. I mean, you wasn't giving me the win. I took the win. I mean, I'm just saying. But good game. Good game. Is that get you field goal? What was gonna get you in the field goal position in 4 seconds? Just to let you know, I was going to prevent. Good game, though. GG.